yeah, that was lunch. Yeah, so be wary, man. Always trust that gut, eh? Like, holy crap. Almost got taken for like over, like almost $3,500. So I get this email a couple months ago, or a month and a half ago, from a person supposedly in Italy. They're like, oh, your product just fits perfectly with ours and blah, blah, blah. I want it for a seminar to give away in the swag bags and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, wow, that's awesome. But like, we're kind of low on product at the time and blah, blah, blah. So now everything's like tickety boo. I reach back out to these people and email them. And he's wanting me to pay for it in a weird way. Like, he wants me to pay for it. I'm supposed to get the quote, use this shipper, Global Cargo, well, they exist, but the shipper that they supposedly have, I just found out nobody exists with that number. They supposedly gave me a quote when I got in touch with the global people, and a fake quote number. And he wants it express shipped in 2 to 3 days. It was like $3,500 by air on like, I don't know, it was close to 1,000 pounds or something. I'm like, here's the catch though. He wanted me to run it through the payment for everything through my Visa card, like the machine. Well, I don't have Visa set up on it on purpose because I just want to debit, right? Just debit. So he wants me to run through the amount of the bill, what was the invoice, and the price of the shipping on top, which would have been another $3,500. Supposedly put it on his Visa card. Then after it comes through the next day, take the $3,500, go to a bank and deposit it into like whatever this global cargo company, the ship company deals with. So, okay, I don't know. Like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, he's busy. He's all over the place making these seminars worldwide, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, he was like, have it shipped to my place in Italy, Milan, Italy. I'm like, oh. Just, he kept persisting about like putting it through my machine. I'm like, I can just put it through Square. He's like, no, it's got to be through. I'm like, it's like, this is going to be an ongoing order. I need this like really fast. And then like in 2 weeks, we're going to make another order. I'm like, why not just do the whole order together then? Like, I can't have it like ready to ship out until the 30th of this month anyway. So and then it's like, okay, so I phone my bank people and they're like, you can't have it shipped out. You can't have it set up for like 48 hours. They said 5 days. Then it was 48 hours because I phoned them back a few times. And something just was off. Anyways, I look back at my emails and I find that email that had the global cargo. I checked the website. I'm like, can you give me your like coordinates again? I need to have your like contact info. And you know where it says fax, phone, blah, 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 everything at the bottom. And there's usually like a little logo. There's none of that. I'm like, something's up. Listen to that gut. Anyway. I call up the company. There's nobody by the name of Mary Curtis there. This quote number, I asked them to look it up for a quote. Doesn't exist. I'm like, okay, no, this is weird. You know what the weird thing was? In both of the emails of both the two different people, when they say, once you do this, the spelling mistake in two individual emails from both the cargo shipper and him, the supposed buyer, the same spelling mistake happened. Instead of like once, O-N-C-E, it was ones. Ones you. O-N-E-S in two separate. I thought, okay, there's something weird going on. That's when I phoned. I'm like, there's nobody by the name there. Then I just emailed them back and I said, cancel. Screw that. I'm not carrying it. You know, okay, this is how they do the scam, obviously. They convince small companies that have started to grow because we all want our sales, right? They convince that there's an order there. They run somebody else's card, somebody completely different, put the charge through, they get another person to take the money out of their account and then put it onto put it back into another business account. That's what they're doing. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then they could like dispute the original charges. I don't know, I almost got taken. Oh, brutal. Makes me so mad. I just can't believe it. Be wary, my friends. Listen to your gut. Something was wrong. There was something wrong. When you think there's something wrong, there's something wrong. Those red flags, man, don't disregard them.